Hello, and welcome to part 3 of the story of Oz. Um, Let me pull up the video and make sure it's recording sound. The video's loading. I don't hear anything. Okay, yes, it is recording sound. Okay, welcome to the story of Oz, part 3. Let's get into this. I've just helped Irilith and the guards of Whiterun to defeat a dragon. I wasn't exactly sure we could do it, but we managed somehow. Now I have to return to the Jarl to tell him about what happened. The city looks so beautiful, so peaceful. Imagine if that dragon had attacked. Everyone would probably be dead. But I shouldn't think like that. What in the world was that? Was that some sort of god? Am I hearing things? I'm probably just tired from that battle. It was a hard one. I feel like I didn't do much to help, but I know I hit him a couple times, so I did help a little bit at the very least. Hopefully I can tell the Jarl about what happened and we can be done with this. I can go back to keeping to myself and staying within the wilds of Skyrim, because people usually bring problems.
Need a horse?
Speak,
Talk to
elf.
my father, Skolvar.
How rude.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I have become used to the way I'm treated. Skyrim is for the Nords after all, and I am not a Nord. Though I do have Nord blood within me because of my father, but I look like an elf and people view me as an elf and nothing more. I wonder if things would be different if I had more of my father's blood than my mother's. If I looked more normal. But I shouldn't dwell on that either. You can't change how you look or who you are. And if you spend time worrying over that, it'll drive you crazy.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
Sorry for keeping you
You
waiting.
heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
Yes, of course.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
The watchtower was destroyed, but we managed to kill the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irilith. But there must be more to it than that.
Well, when the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
The Greybeards? Who are they?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a tune or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, They can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
I did.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
Good question.
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant.
Thank you.
I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
I'm honored, my Jarl. Thank you very much.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
What does it mean to be Dragonborn? Do you know?
Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos, too, the founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days. In the very oldest tales. Back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power.
It sounds incredible.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Of course, excuse me. I wonder if I should go see them. I guess it couldn't hurt to hear what they have to say.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
What does a housecarl do?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
I appreciate that, but that's really not necessary. I'm more of a loner, so thank you for your offer, but I will pass.
Farewell.
Goodbye. I wonder if I made the right decision by not accepting her aid. I've been alone for so long, it's become a part of who I am. It feels strange. It would feel way too strange to travel with someone else. Especially someone that's so dedicated to me after they've just met me. It's far too weird.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the Intri Solda. Anyway, what do you need? What can I get you?
I'd like to rent a room for the night, please.
You're always working.
Sure
Why
thing.
else
It's
would I
yours for a
spend so
day.
much time here?
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Maybe
Thank you.
he's the reason you're here all the time.
Aye, the bard's got talent. I'll give him that. You just make sure his music is the only thing you're admiring.
Oh, John, darling. You know you're the only stone-fighting knuckle.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you.
That
5 hours of sleep seems acceptable.
That's my girl.
That's much better. I guess I should make my journey to Iverstead and see what the Greybeards have to say. Who knows, maybe I can learn something about
You know
myself.
what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with tech.
I am a bit sad to leave the city behind, though. It's
Look.
so beautiful.
You already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
What's happening here?
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over.
That sounds like a threat. My. Well, it seems like a problem for the guards to handle. I'm not a mercenary after all, I'm just a simple hunter. And apparently I'm taking on a new role now. As Dragonborn, whatever that means. He mentioned 7,000 steps. That sounds painful. I wonder if it truly is 7,000 steps. Should I try counting them? No. That would take far too long. Much longer than it normally would to climb up a mountain. Well, at least the weather seems to be nice today. There's a nice breeze coming off the mountains. Most people aren't happy about the cold of Skyrim unless you're a Nord and you're used to it, but I enjoy it. I've always preferred the cold to the heat. I'm not exactly fond of the snow, but it's much better than dying in summer. At least in my opinion. I wonder how far away Iverstead is. These darn wolves. At least I got my arrow back. If I remember correctly, Iverstead isn't too far away. And it'll be a nice journey on the way there.
Someone there?
Calm down. I had no intention of fighting you. Perhaps I should have gotten Lydia to come with me. With all these bandits around.
That's it? That's all you've got? True Nords never back down!
Honestly, these bandits really need to get a life. Do they have nothing better to do than try and rob people on the street? It's quite sad if you think about it. Where was this last one? I feel kind of sorry for bandits. What does their life come to that they feel they need to resort to such manners to survive? I wonder, do they do it because they feel they have no choice? It's how they survive? Or do they simply do it because they enjoy it? It makes no sense to me. Well, at least I'm getting stuff that I can sell. Where was that other wolf at? There he is. Let's see, Iverstead is this way. Perhaps I should keep my bow out in case I run into any more trouble. There seem to be so many wolves out today. Oh, I missed that one. Darn, I'm running out of arrows too. Perhaps I should have bought some while I was in the city. I wonder if Iverstead will sell some arrows, or perhaps offer me a way to make some. With the way the world seems at this very moment, it's hard to imagine that there's a war going on. It just seems so peaceful. Oh, more bandits. These guys never give up. Should strike them before they strike me. And perhaps I'll find some arrows inside. You'd think bandits would know how to set better traps. This might be too far away, but... Yes, it was far too far away. But it's alright. looks like she had a bow. Perhaps some ornats? Where did her body go? Darn. There's her bow. And some arrows. They're less damage than mine currently, but if I run out of bows, it's better... or arrows, not bows. If I run out of arrows, it's better than nothing.
Must be my imagination. What was that?
Oh,
Death
I
awaits
missed.
you.
Wearing that armor always makes it more difficult. I wonder why the soldiers don't try to take back these forts and clear out the bandits. I guess it's too much effort for them. Especially with the war going on, they need to stay focused. Lots of things for me to sell. I can make quite a bit of coin. Maybe I should have started adventuring a long time ago. Is this bow better than mine? It's not, but it is enchanted, so it'll fetch a pretty penny. I feel quite proud of myself. I feel like I've done a little bit of a service for the people of Skyrim by getting rid of the bandits. What if someone else were to come through here that couldn't fight, couldn't defend themselves? They wouldn't have stood a chance. They would have been robbed blind and probably killed. Maybe I should become a bandit hunter. That way I'd be helping people and still keeping to myself. I'll have to think on that one for a little bit. I need to pause this live stream. I will be back soon.